Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a for sale video for you guys. This is everything I'm trying to sell off as of today. I haven't made one of these videos in a long time because usually I just, list them privately. I have a few things here and there to sell, but in this case I actually have a decent amount of stuff to sell because I'm downsizing some bit just to make some room for some more exciting engines in the future. But yeah, so I need to get rid of some stuff and some of the stuff that you probably haven't seen in the videos, but I'm just looking to get rid of. Anyway, so yeah, this is everything I have that's for sale as of now. I will have a full list of everything as well as prices and description stuff in the email or in the description down below, and I'll have my email linked down there as well. So if you guys are interested in anything in this lot here and see the prices that look like they're good for you, you're more than welcome to shoot me an email. That is how you will pay. That's how you'll buy from me. I'll send you my PayPal information and you can send me money that way, or Venmo. I take either of those two things. And then we can work out a deal. Yeah, so anyways, I'll have all the information down in the description down below, but for the video portion, I'll just kind of show you guys roughly what I have here, what each thing is, and a little bit of maybe a backstory on each item. And yeah, so we'll kind of go from there. So we have a lot of stuff, as you can see. There's a lot of engines and freight cars and passenger cars, a little bit here and there. I will say right off the bat, all the engines run. They all run, well, from the factory or whatever. Some things are for my personal collection. Other things I'm selling off for friends or, and stuff like that. So, yeah, the brass stuff, none of them have DCC or sound, but all the, well, except for this one here. Yeah, but the ready to run stuff obviously has their stock decoders and whatnot. So anyways, yeah, we'll kind of work our way from the steam engines. We'll probably go from like this end to over there and then make our way over to the passenger cars and the freight cars last. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so right off the bat, you'll see that there's actually a decent amount of Santa Fe stuff. That's because I'm downsizing my Santa Fe collection. So first things first, I am getting rid of this BLI Santa Fe 282. This was a prized engine of mine. I spent a decent amount of time working on this, improving the headlight, making a custom trailing truck frame and all that stuff for this engine. There was a two-part series about this engine as well as a few others where I modify these and really make them look a lot better. However, unfortunately, I do have two of these and I just don't feel like I can keep both of them, so I'm unfortunately going to get rid of the BLI one. This one is in great shape though. Otherwise, it has like under an hour of runtime. I barely ran this thing when I got it. Yeah, hoping to find a good home for it. Next up here we have, this is another prized engine of mine. This is a Hallmark Santa Fe 280, the 2507 class. This one also appeared in actually a three-part series video where I rebuild the front, I lower the headlight so it looks a whole lot better. And I add TCS WOWsound to this thing with SMD LEDs for the headlight and tender. All of that works. This thing runs well. It has a CAN motor that I added. I will sell this either the way it is with the TCS sound decoder, or I'm willing to swap it out for a Tsunami or Econami decoder, or sorry, Tsunami or ESU decoder, for a price. Or if you guys don't want to pay for, the WOWsound, I'm also willing to remove the WOWsound and, sell it for a cheaper price. So I'll have all those prices linked in the description down below. But yeah, this is also in fantastic shape. Here we have a Key 1983 run. This is a much nicer run. L-3b class Mohawk. This thing has a nice paint job. It is not the best paint job in the world. The previous owner did it, not me. But it looks fine for what it is. Again, if you guys are curious for any of these engines, I will send you guys more video or more photos to better show the condition of these engines. I realize it's kind of dark right now, but I'll show you guys some close-up photos, of course, before you spend any money. I obviously don't want anyone to, spend money and not get what they expected. So anyways, this is a really good paint job, or it's a fair paint job, but it's a really good engine. No loose or missing parts from my understanding. The original owner did install a fat CAN motor, you can see there, with a flywheel in the cab there. This is stock DC though, so yeah, and it's got a box with red foam in it, so yeah. And then, all right, so that's, yeah, 1983 run New York Central L-3b. Here we have a famous set. This is the Westside Samhangsa made Santa Fe Big 3 Fleetwood set. This used to be the bee's knees back then. Like, people who owned this was like one of the coolest sets in the world. And for a while as a kid, I really loved this set. But as I said, I am downsizing on Santa Fe, unfortunately, so I am getting rid of this set. This I probably will sell for a pretty cheap price. I remember these used to go for like $1,700, and definitely not selling anywhere close to that now. But so yeah, I'll have the price down in the description below. But this is in otherwise really good shape. There was these engines from the factory. They had some like bad solder joints and whatnot. I fixed up all that already, so these engines all have these shouldn't have any loose or missing parts. And besides that, the only other modification I did was I lowered the headlights on 2 of these engines. This one looked good the way it was, but for whatever reason, Westside really messed up the location of the headlights on these things. They placed them way too high. They looked like Reading engines almost. And you can see here, I've really improved them by remounting the headlight to a lower position. And I think that really improves the look of these engines. But otherwise, they're perfectly stock, and they all run great. All of can motors, factory can motors, as well as this one and this one. I said already. I already mentioned I added my own can motor. Here we have a BLI NYC Central J1e with Paragon2 SOLD. Yeah. Here we have a this is stock, by the way. That runs, everything works, etc. This is a Westside T28 class, I believe, 460. It's got a really good paint job, slightly weathered from the original owner. I think it looks phenomenal. That thing has the stock open frame motor, I believe, but it runs good. Here we have 2 Northwest Shortline saddle tanks. We have the 262T right here, and we have the really cool looking 282T. This one has the original box here. This one unfortunately does not have the original box, you can tell. But they both run really good. They both have the factory open frame motors. Yeah. All right, in the back here we have a PFM United Union Pacific 060. This thing has a phenomenal paint job. It looks really good. Yeah, pro paint in my opinion. It runs good, has a stock open frame motor. So yeah, looking to find a good home for that. Over here, let me get a little bit closer. I have a set of 2 Overland models, Pennsylvania Railroad BP20s. These centipedes, these things are gorgeous. They have so much detail inside the cabs. They have sprung wheels. Every single one of these wheel sets are sprung separately. They actually do work, which is why each of them also have a gearbox. This thing is powered by 2 motors per engine. And that one over there also has 2 motors. So there's a 4 motors in those in the pair total. Those things are gorgeous. I've been actually trying to sell those for a while now. I haven't found a buyer, so my prices have really come down for those. So yeah, really looking, if you guys are at all curious or, interested, please do shoot me a DM on those 2. Can motors, and yeah, they run all right. They're not the quietest, like all brass diesel electrics, but they run really smooth. So yeah. Here we have a Overland models Reading T1. Gorgeous model. I don't think it needs any introduction. It is miles better than the BLI model. Yeah, absolutely beauty. And honestly, I might consider keeping this one myself. I am selling this for a friend, but I that one is really pretty. But anyways, yeah, this one doesn't have the original box. I'm gonna ship it in the BLI box. So the BLI box is meant for a Reading T1, so it will protect it perfectly. Not to say that, these other ones that don't have boxes, they'll also be shipped very carefully. I do a really good job packing everything, make sure they're not damaged. But this one has, a suitable replacement box, I guess you could say. And then I think that's actually it for engines. All right, so let's talk about some rolling stock here. So we have here 4 Walthers Pullman Heavyweights. The bottom 2 you can see here are like New York Central 2-tone gray schemes. These are both 12-1 heavyweight sleepers. Here, this is a Pullman Observation Solarium. And then this one is a Pullman Parlor, I believe. Yeah, so these 2 don't have original boxes. These 2 are basically brand new. These 2 are used, and yeah, they don't have original boxes, but they're otherwise good. Here we have a brand new Walthers 20th Century scheme. I believe this is a 442 sleeper. Yeah, there you go, 442 sleeper. Yeah, again, this is brand new, so yeah. All right, and then finally some freight cars. Here we have 3 Bowser Pennsylvania Railroad N5C, N5B, N5C cabooses. These are all in the shadow keystone scheme. So yeah, we have 2 N5Cs. These also have Trainphones, by the way, you can see. And this one has an N5B. This one also has a Trainphone. So very pretty models. Yeah. All right, and then some other freight cars. Here we have 2 AccuRail, a Union Pacific, and this is Main Central AAR 40-foot box cars. These are both AccuRail. So yeah, get built. Here's 2 Bachmann freight cars. Honestly, I'm willing to just basically give these away for free, so or for very cheap. So if you're looking to get some, here you go. And then here is an Atlas New York Central hopper here with metal wheels and everything. I am hoping to honestly, and finally here I have 2 Branch Line Pennsylvania Railroad. These are some really nice box cars. They have the separately applied, you know, grab irons and all that stuff. I built these myself, and they don't have glue marks or anything like that, and all the details are there. None of them is broken. These are I forget what class, X43B box cars. So yeah, I'm really hoping to sell like these in batches. I'm not trying to sell these in a one-on-one. So you know, if you guys can buy, if whomever's interested wants to buy, you know, 2 or 3 or all of them, that would be ideal for these, and for anything really. I mean, you know, if you guys want to buy more than 1 item, more than happy to, you know, give a slight discount for that. But anyways, that's pretty much it though. Hopefully you guys found, maybe hopefully, you know, I'll find buyers for some of these things. I am looking to, as I say, get rid of all of this and use that money to invest in some really cool projects that you guys will see in the near future. So if you want to help support, if you want to support your YouTuber friend, or, you know, help us support my cause, which is, you know, just trying new projects and having these really cool, you know, various projects I've had over the years. I would really appreciate it if you guys want to buy something from me, or if there's anything that you guys just really like, or really, you know, speaks to you. Please do let me know. Yeah, so anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, I will have all the prices and descriptions and all that stuff down in the comments below. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully I find good homes for all of these models. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.